Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, July 28th, 2011. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, a Hillsboro man has been arrested in what may be the largest case of the manufacturing of illegal mushrooms in the county's history. Coffee County commissioners reject a tax increase for Tullahoma and Manchester, and commissioners decide not to build the new county jail on the current site. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Over 1,000 events and millions of dollars spent. The Treasure Hunters Roadshow is coming to a town near you. From Tuesday through Saturday, the Treasure Hunters Roadshow will be in your area purchasing gold, silver, coins, antiques, and collectibles. This event is absolutely free to attend, and you could get cash on the spot. Sell your scrap gold, unwanted jewelry, and gold coins. Anything gold can be sold. And with gold trading at an all-time high, it's a seller's market. Visit treasurehuntersroadshow.com for a list of upcoming shows and to see what treasures we're looking for.
I'm Lori Thompson.
I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought Thompson Ford back in Tullahoma, Tennessee on Highway 55, selling new Fords and used vehicles and plenty of service in the service department. You guys have supported us 100%. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Look forward to 10 years worth of support. We can't wait to support you guys again. Give it back to the communities the Thompson Ford way. Come see Mike and Lori. Thank you very much. Thank you for blessing us. God bless America.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical healthcare facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
Welcome back. A Hillsboro man has been arrested by the Coffee County Sheriff's Department in what might be the largest case of manufacture of illegal mushrooms in the county's history. David Tyler Pugh, 24, of 94 Amy Road in Hillsboro, has been charged with criminal attempt to manufacture, sell, or deliver a controlled substance. According to Sheriff Steve Graves, the arrest came after 3 search warrants of a suspended mushroom grow house allegedly yielded 600 jars of mushrooms. The arrest was made on July 21st. Pugh has been released on $200,000 bond.
Property taxes paid to Coffee County will remain the same for residents in Manchester and Tullahoma in the coming year, but rural residents will pay 11 cents more, and Coffee County schools will have to find a way to deal with a $481,000 cut in revenue as a result of votes taken Tuesday night by the Coffee County Commission. The Commission, at the end of a 3.5-hour meeting, approved a 2011-2012 fiscal year budget after approving a motion to keep funding for Coffee County schools at the 2009-2010 levels. Rural residents who did not have a tax increase last year will have one in the coming year, as the Commission voted to replace 11 cents of the rural rate devoted to rural debt service, which was removed from the tax rate last year. Coffee County schools had requested some $481,000 in additional funding to pay for new and used buses to replace buses which have reached the end of their legal lifetime under state law. Schools Director Kenny Castile said that the system may have to look at cuts in bus transportation in the service to make up for the shortfall.
All three governmental entities within Coffee County saw higher sales tax collections in June of this year when compared to June 2010, and collections in Manchester and rural Coffee County have exceeded last year's July through June total. In June 2010, the city of Manchester collected $579,723 in sales taxes. In June of this year, it collected $595,192, an increase of $15,469. In fiscal year 2010, the city took in a total of $7,009,507. So far in 2011, Manchester has taken in $7,097,481, an increase of $87,974 over the previous year. Coffee County in June 2010 collected $701,129. In June of this year, it collected $805,040 for an increase of $103,911. So far for the 2010-11 fiscal year, the collections in the rural parts of the county have been $2,798,513 compared to $2,645,218 in fiscal year 2010. That's an increase of $153,294 over the last year. The city of Tullahoma collected $742,603 in June. It collected $751,000. That was in June 2010. It collected $751,837 this year, an increase of $9,234. Last year, Tullahoma brought in a total of $9,047,000. So far this year, it has collected $9,007,000. Overall, Tennessee sales tax collections were $28.8 million, more than the estimate for June. The June growth rate was 6.32%. For the past 11 months, revenues are over-collected by some $195.6 million. June marks the 11th consecutive month this fiscal year in which total collections have exceeded the budgeted estimates.
And stay with us. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we do not have any dancing hamsters, nor do we have any sock monkeys, but we do have the guaranteed lowest price on all new Kias. Come by and check out this all-new 2010 sporty Kia Soul for $17,995. Or check out this new redesigned 2011 Kia Sportage. No sock monkeys, no dancing hamsters, just guaranteed low prices here at Russell Barnett Kia. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
Hi, Grandma. It's Jake. I'm calling to tell you I love you more than anything in the whole wide world, even ice cream. I love you more than spaghetti and meatballs. I love you more than snakes and monkeys and sharks and whales and praying mantises. Bye, Grandma. Love you.
Let it all in with Charter Phone, including unlimited local and long-distance calls.
Welcome back. Coffee County Commissioners, by a vote of 12-9, decided Tuesday night that the new state-mandated jail would not be built on the site of the old jail. They rejected, however, at least for now, the site recommended by the jail committee, which is a 44-acre site located off of Hillsborough Boulevard. The commission opted to seek proposals from area realtors before making the final decision at their next meeting. Tullahoma Commissioner Chris Byrd, who is the chairman of the Jail Construction Committee, voiced his concern prior to the vote. Here's video.
The jail committee's been working at this for, I don't recall how many months. And we have considered lots of properties. I don't know how many, a dozen or more, we have considered, looked into, and some of the properties that were brought to us the other night were properties we had already considered. My biggest concern is that if we continue to delay, we really are running the risk of having our jail closed. That's my opinion. I don't know how long we have before Mr. Bass chooses to do that. But the longer, if we put it off and put it off and put it off, we will find ourselves in more financial trouble than we can imagine. That comes out to roughly $250,000 a week that we would have to pay. That comes out to roughly $12 million a year. Now that would be for us to house our inmates. Right now that wouldn't be a first nickel toward a new jail. That's my concern with continuing to put this off. Frankly, it has been put off longer than it should have. I don't agree with that. I've been told that 10 years ago, I don't know if that's an accurate number, but years ago, the county, we, the commission, knew that this issue was coming up and it's just been kicking the can down. That's why I feel like it's important for us to go ahead and move forward with this.
A state jail inspector was in the audience for the hearing and was asked by County Mayor David Pennington to explain to commissioners the possible liabilities of not moving forward with the project as soon as possible.
Can you explain decertification to the public? I don't think the general public know, and I didn't either until I became mayor, what you're talking about.
Decertification basically states that your jail does not meet our state standards. Our state standards are based on the Constitution, life and safety needs, not desires, not wants, but needs that are guaranteed by the Constitution, as well as state requirements that have been passed by the House that state that these things need to be in place for safety and security of the inmates, of the staff, of the community, as well as meeting and maintaining their medical needs, and housing needs, dietary needs, recreation needs, which means basically coming out of a cell an hour a day, things of that nature. We have some 140 standards in which we look at, which deal with your basic physical plan, as well as the housing environments, as well as the paperwork, medical, court, booking. All that is encased. And our standards are minimum standards. And that may be what some people don't necessarily wrap their head around. They're minimum, which makes them all mandatory. They're minimum, which makes them the bottom of the barrel. It's not like this gold standard that we really need to strive for and say, one of these days we're going to be TCI certified. That's like saying one of these days we're going to be constitutionally correct in our facility. They're minimum standards, which means if you go below them, you're not maintaining what the Constitution and what the state laws say you need to be doing for a humane facility. That's what it means. I mean, so they're bottom of the barrel, and we're not the gotcha agency. We work in conjunction with the Sheriff's Department to make sure that you're meeting all of our standards. Make sure that, it's kind of a risk management. To make sure that, if we go in there and we find something and we can correct it together, then hopefully that's a lawsuit you've avoided. By not being certified means you're basically not defensible in court. Because you're not even meeting the basic minimum standards as guaranteed or as that we can inspect for. So it leaves you wide open in court. It also means that you're liable to insurance providers may double, triple, may cancel you depending on who that may be. And so and what's going to happen is if you have a lawsuit based on deficiencies that you're not meeting, then I'm going to get called into court and they're going to say, are they certified? And I'm going to say, well, no, they're not. That doesn't leave you in a very defensible position. So, we want to work together to make sure that you are meeting all of those standards, as spelled out by state law. That's what our standards are. It's basically stating that you really don't need to go below these. You're already decertified.
Right now, we have 5 pending federal lawsuits because of square footage and items pertaining to the jail. Right now, I'm the only one listed on those federal lawsuits for violation of civil rights. Sooner or later, they're going to figure out, they're going to get an attorney and they're going to name us all, and we'll be before that federal judge.
And stay tuned, more Newsleader on 6 is coming up straight ahead.